It is, however, another banner day for the virtual currency Bitcoin. Prices are spiking over 7% right now to yet another record high. The price of one Bitcoin is now worth over $12,000. So far this year, Bitcoin prices have soared over 1,000%. Let's bring in Chris Gersh. He's Director of Strategy at Bell Curve Capital. He joins us from the CME Group in Chicago. Bitcoin futures begin trading at the CME later this month. Chris, thanks so much for being with us. And what do you make of this Bitcoin fever that seems to have grabbed some investors out there? It's been on a tear. What do you expect to see once futures actually begin trading there later this month? How are you all preparing?
Well, I'm really excited. I still carry a little bit of regret. My head C++ programmer back in 2010 kind of retired and went to mine Bitcoin when it was, $20. And so a little regret on that and not following suit. But I'm excited to have the institutional side really come in. CME Group's doing a fantastic job rolling this out. And we're excited. It's going to get some price stabilization. We had it jump over 13,000 actually last night. It's pulled back about $500 right now, but we are very excited. The CME's done a fantastic job, and we're set to go short some of these and add some balance to this just skyrocketing price.
I'm so glad you brought that up because I'm starting to hear a lot about this. When you say stabilization, there's been this idea, I think, out there that once institutions you start to get involved in this, it's going to really rocket and take off. But what you're saying is that right now it's a one-way bet and there's no one to take the short side. There's no one to bet against Bitcoin. Could we see that price start to come in a little bit once you get that kind of more open market?
I think that price is going to come in. I think that you're still going to see anywhere from 20 to 40% moves, and that could be the downside. Two major things. Number one, miners. Miners have a lot of electricity costs, overhead, and you're going to see them using futures as a way to go to cash and be able to pay those expenses. That's going to be a major on the shorts. And number two is institutional investors like JP Morgan, they want to back up their CEO. They might be able to go really heavy on the shorts at the CME Group and really make, the whole tulip scenario that has been discussed by some institutions, a real thing.
All right, that sounds exciting, but it sounds like something's probably best left to the professionals right now. Always a cautionary tale for all those ordinary folks out there who see money to be made. I want to ask you before you go how you're feeling about equities. It seems like we're hitting a wall. A lot of it seems to be related to some political worries, understandably, what's going on in the headlines. But then every time you think that, you see that one day the market rocket back 1%. How are you feeling about U.S. stocks right now?
Three major things. You're seeing volatility creep up as it gets closer to 16 to 18. That's a major short here on the floor. Number two is copper prices at a 3-month low. Global growth, that's a huge indicator. And we saw oil actually break below that 57 handle, which was a kind of area of support. So those three things tell me stocks are going lower short term.
All right, Chris, fantastic insight from you today. Great catching up. Thank you so much. Good luck on your trading day.
Thanks for having me.